Hey vaping fellas, it's me back again, the German Cloud, and I want to do a review on this nice Hammer of God box mod, but I had a pretty big problem yesterday because I was trying to film it and my camera broke down. I booted it up, some ripple over the screen, I don't know what, but software issue I guess, because when I try to do a test recording to see whether it will record, although I can't see the video on the screen, and then try to upload it in my PC, well, it says corrupt files. So, yep, I'm done. I need a new camcorder, but no shame, this thing was pretty bad either way. So for today we only got a close-up camera, I'm really sorry. But Ham of God box mod, and let me show it to you. That's the thing. Now in the packaging there comes nothing but the screwdriver. Let me get it out there. Come on. Nice. Now I don't know where this screwdriver comes from, because that's obviously a flip side screwdriver, one of those little things, but I simply don't know where it comes from, because you could say it is for adjusting the 510 pin, but that's a slot style screw. So let's get it out of the way. And that's basically where we start. We start up top. Okay, so it is a adjustable 510 pin which has a slot style screw. You can screw it up and down. It makes every atomizer sit flush. Now I got this big doge right here, and it got a really long 510 thread, and I put it down and it worked. Just worked. I don't know really what to say about this 510 grip tip, because 510 connection, because I have had a few 510 connections that were too short for some atomizers, and that one is just endlessly long, which is really nice. So you can bring every atomizer on the market and put it on there. So next thing I'm going to show you is on the outside, the screen. That's a screen that will measure the voltage that your batteries are giving out. Now if no atomizer is on there and I push the firing button, 4.11 volts. That's what's left in my batteries. Luckily I freshly charged them. Who had known that I would do that for a video? So on the other side we got the 510, the firing button, which is pretty stiff. You have to really push it down there to make it work. Because basically what this box looks inside is that if I open it up right here, you see the black tab. That's a black plastic to shield off the mechanics in there. This is fully mechanical. This is a fully mechanical box mod. So if I press down this button, this metal thing right here pushes a plastic surrounding. I'm guessing it's some heat resistance thing, so like PMMA, PLA, PEEK, something like this. And when I push it in, the negative connection gets closed. Now the negative connection is not on the box. The way you can find that out is because if I screw down my flush, which I usually don't do because I want a little bit of gap, just a little bit of gap to let some air under it, it won't start firing automatically. And that's nice. So basically what you get in here are 4 batteries. This is a quad 18650 box mod, and this thing's getting pulled with it. You can't choose a color. I got this one. I've seen some red and green ones and orange, I think. That may depend. You got your 2 batteries which go in like this, and positive is up. If I pull them out, you see the big plus for positive and minus for negative. You put them in that way. Now what I was trying to do at first is push down on this and then put it down on the top. That's not good. What you should do is put it on top and then push it with the negative connection. But first put in the band, because otherwise it will be extremely hard to get those things out. This negative connection is so stiff, you actually, if they are in there and you're trying to shake them out, I did that. And it took me like 20 minutes to get this batteries out there by shaking, just because this negative connection is so strong, which is a good point in my eyes. So let's put this plate back on. And let's put this back on. Volt drop on this thing is minimal. I've measured it at the shop where I bought it, but no, I didn't measure at the shop. I measured at a friend, right? At friends, and it was really, really minimal. I don't remember the numbers, but it wasn't really showing up at all. And I guess the only thing that does the volt drop is this display, because it's pulling a little bit, but nothing major. You got quad 8650 in parallel, not series. What does that mean? Well, every battery is like in there like this. So if you if you fire in the atomizer, right? Let's just put an atomizer on here, because there's another feature about the display I want to show you. If you fire the atomizer, you will see that this volt display here displays how much voltage going through here. So if I put on it, you will see 3, 8, and that's basically these volts going through it. Now, because of the fact that it's parallel, it doesn't stack up the volts, but the amps and the milliamp hours. So you get really, really long battery life. I was vaping it the whole, well, let's say I vaped it since 7 p.m. yesterday all the way up to 4 a.m. in the morning, and I wasn't charging it, and that's a really, really good thing. And you can, I think if you're not chain vaping this thing pretty crazy, you could go through 2 days or 3 days with one battery charge. Now, the cool thing about the volt display is that it makes it a little bit safe-ish. So if you put it down and you measure your volts, you can see, okay, I got to switch batteries now. Well, the fact that it's in parallel, which stacks up milliamp hours and amps, will mean that those batteries share the load. And that means low battery sag. Battery sag is basically what you will see here, that the number is going down first. So 6, 7, and then it goes up. Because the battery can't handle all the load you're putting on it. And battery sag will reduce with higher on coils, excuse me. But with low on coils, it's really, really big, because you're putting a lot of amps through there. Yeah, basically that's it. In parallel, however, whatever you do, try to, no, don't try, just do it. Just do it. Marry your batteries. As you can see, I put numbers on them. So this is an I for 1. If you measure your battery, if you pair your batteries, they should have the same load at all times. And in the back, those ones don't got a number, so I only charge them together. Only charge those things together. If you got a eFast Lug V4 or something that can handle 4 batteries, put all 4 batteries in there at the same time. If you get something that can only handle 2, like my eFast Lug V2, then you just charge it, just charge the individual packs. Now, when I bought these batteries, they put it in the battery charger at the store, and they said, okay, they are not equally charged, but those things, and they gave me 2, have the same charge, so I charged them together when I got home and marked them together, and the other ones I charged later and put them together, because those ones are not the ones that have the I or 1 on it, because that means 1 for the first pack. Second pack is right in here. Now, if the amps stack up, that means theoretically I should have, because I have a 20 amp limit of current draw, I should have 80 amps. Now, the problem with 80 amps is that, you don't really have 80 amps. It is not, if you have 2 batteries, it's times 2. So it's not, no, it's not times 2. Theoretically, yes, you should have then 40 amps. But in reality, it's more like times 1.2ish, 0.5ish. So if you have a box like this, don't draw 40 amps out of it. You can damage your batteries. I don't think they will vent, because basically that's the limit. They shouldn't vent, but they can get damaged pretty badly and don't hold load well and stuff like that. I had all of that in my recent past. So basically what I would recommend is going like okay, my max is 770 and I go for 70, or my max is 75 and I go for 70 amps, something like this. And that's basically it. Now, I would show you how I vape this, but I know how bad my iPhone videos are, and I don't want to do it to you guys. But you can see this box firing with 2 batteries in my last video, and I will have an upcoming review for this Doge 30mm. I think it's 30mm, can be more. It's the 26650 version. So you will see it fire in there, I promise, because I have to show you how the atomizer does. But for now, we will just stay here, and I just show you the engravings on the side. Last time, Hammer of God, pretty nice logo if you ask me. What is it in there? It's like a box or something, and then you got 2 dragons winding up to it. And we leave it for that today. This is just a quick video to bring it out there. You will see the box fire in almost every video I will put up, because that's the only box I got right now, so I can't vape on anything else. That's not a problem. I love this thing. So, last, the conclusion. What do I think of this box? Would I buy it? Well, yes, I bought it. I will always buy it again, because this box is great. It got parallel, so you can't really, even if you're not a really super sub-ohm vapor, you don't have problems with measuring the coils and going too low, because 80 amps, you can't really exceed that below 0.06 ohms or 0.07 ohms. And even if you mess up a bolt completely, and it should come out at, let's say, 0.6 ohms, it will come out just a little lower, so 0.4 or something. And that's basically what this thing can handle. What I had before in there was this build by Dampfer on a Dampfer, and because I met him at the shop, which you can see in the last video. So basically that's 0.33-ish, and now I have this build in here, which is a dual coil, as I call it, not really quad coil. So it basically takes 2 strings of coils, cancel, wind them as 1 coil, and then put them in here. And I think that's come out lower than 0.3 ohms. I'm not quite sure because I haven't measured it yet, because basically I think I don't need to. This box is really safe, and I don't think I go below 1.1 ohm ever. Basically because my cancel is not that good that you could, my cancel wire is not that good that you could do that. Well, that's it, a lot of talking. This thing is by Vapors Cloud, right there. And that's it. Let's just call it a goodbye. If you liked it, please like it. If you comment, please do. If you can comment, please do. It's free. And if you would subscribe, it would be great and make my day. Thank you for watching. I'm out.